Judges 16. This is Samson really at the end of his life, and he's now been humiliated, had his eyes taken out by the Philistines, and he's in the prison house, and he's called to make sport for them at a huge banquet, and he's going to push the pillars of the house on which the banquet hall is built. He's going to push the pillars apart with God's strength and destroy all the Philistines there, as well as take his own life. And his last words to God are, "Let me die with the Philistines." And just before that, he said, "Give me the strength to do this, that I might be avenged on the Philistines for my two eyes." He obviously didn't take seriously what Paul says, that give place to God's vengeance, and do not avenge yourself. And his desire to die with the Philistines is suicidal, really. So Samson at his last end does not present as piously spiritual. There's no word of repentance, or please forgive me for my womanizing and for all the bad things I did. None of that. I want vengeance, and I want to die. Take my life. And yet, Hebrews 11, he will be in God's kingdom. He had faith. So you see then how God does not judge by, as it were, weighing a man's good deeds against his sins, and, well, if there's enough good deeds, that sort of tips the balance in the guy's favour. No. The whole story of Samson's life shows us that it is not a case of huge sins, even bad attitudes at the very end of your life, are somehow tipping the balance so that you're going to be condemned or whatever. In the end, it comes down to one word, Hebrews 11 argues, and that is faith, which means trust. That in the end, through all that, what I guess God saw as surface level failure, serious failure, but all the same, there was this basic trust. Now, that does not justify sin, but I hope it helps us to look at other people more positively, whom we might say, if he does that, or she said that, he doesn't believe. No, if they're going to do that, no, that's goodbye. They're fakes. You'd have thought Samson was a fake, right? Everybody probably did think he was a fake, but he wasn't. So don't write people off as fakes, because you also appear a fake if you're looked at from one perspective. But keep your basic faith and trust in the God, in the end, who loves you.